introduce yourselves. So can you please introduce yourselves, giving your name, your school, your parish and your award level.
Hello everyone, thank you for attending. My name is Lucas Wainwright, MYP, and I attend St Bede School in Lanchester. Meanwhile, I'm part of a very strong community at All Saints Church.
Thanks, Lucas.
Hi everyone, I'm Kiara Okumafuna. I am a student at St Mary's Sixth Form in Long Benton, and I attend Our Lady in St Columba's Church in Wallsend, and I've completed the Gold Award.
Lovely. Well, before we get started, a massive congratulations to you both. I know just how much work you've put into completing the award, so just a huge congratulations. We're going to talk a little bit about both your parish involvement and the social action things that you've done as part of your award. But I'd like to start with the parish involvement. So Lucas, I'd like to start with you in particular. I know that for your parish involvement, you helped in the leadership of Children's Liturgy. I was wondering if you could just talk to us a little bit more about that. What were some of the things that you did as part of that, and how did you get involved?
Okay, so the reason why I joined the Children's Liturgy was quite a few of them. For quite a long time I'd attended church, particularly with my grandma, and I'd really become embedded in a good, strong community, and I have lots of positive memories of that. And basically I wanted to give back to the young people some of the community, some of the care, you know, and I had been involved in a charity called Stompton Grounds Forest School. So it is my sort of ambition to become a primary teacher one day. So for personal development wise, it's given me a lot of skills and opportunities to develop. The role itself has been really good to be part of. I've been able to support the sessions, you know, help the kids understand some of the key teachings of the gospel, you know, whether that's, you know, investing some of your money in the SVP and helping people charitably, or, you know, helping them out at food kitchens and different charitable acts like that. So it's nice to see how the young people bring, you know, the key values from Children's Liturgy into their everyday lives.
Yeah, that sounds wonderful. That sounds great, and what a joy it is to get to work with them as well. I'm sure you have some funny tales of things that have been said and stuff like that, so I hope that you enjoyed that as well. Thanks, Lucas. I'd like to move on to having a little think about your social awareness, the social action element of the award. Now, Lucas, we'll come back to you for this. And for this, it would be wrong of me to talk to you about something like social action and not ask you about your involvement with the Youth Parliament. So can you just tell us a little bit about what your role is, about what that looks like, and some of the ways that you've used your voice as a member of the Youth Parliament as part of your Pope John Paul II?
Thank you very much. There's so much to talk about this role. It's been really rewarding. Due to my experiences, you know, I was amputated at the age of 3 from a lawnmower accident. I'm on the neurodivergent spectrum. I felt these voices were really marginalised in society. I mean, well, young people's voices are not heard enough, so I really wanted to represent young people in my area. So in 2024, I decided to run for Member of Youth Parliament in County Durham, and we had a very large turnout of over 3,000 votes, so that's really good for democracy. Since then, I've been able to speak twice in the House of Commons on the issues surrounding employment for young people, and I've decided to really hone in on my third aim of SEND advocacy. So I decided to run for the Youth Ambassadorship with the Children's Commissioner, Dame Rachel, and I became one of those Youth Ambassadors. So with that role, I've been able to meet important decision makers such as Ashley Dalton and influence very important legislation such as the Assisted Dying Bill. I've been able to have a roundtable on the NHS 10-year plan and feedback some of those experiences I've had as an amputee, you know, specifically around Brexit and how we've had waiting lists increase because of the borders. So it's been a really rewarding opportunity to, you know, represent other young people in the area.
Absolutely, and some really cool stuff there, and we have some pictures behind us as well about some of the things that you've been getting up to as well. And it's really great to see and to hear about you using your voice in such a positive way, using your voice as a young person in the church who is really active and really, really feels called to do this. So thank you very much for what you've been doing for that, Lucas. That's wonderful to hear about. Thank you both for all of the work that you're doing. It just sounds incredible, and it's been an absolute joy having the opportunity to get to know you a bit more and have some conversations with you about some of the things that you've been getting up to. Now, just before we close, I know that lifting the voice of young people in the church is something that you are both incredibly passionate about, both from what you've written in your reflections, but also just from talking to you. You can see the passion and how much you care about this. So I'd really like, just in one sentence, which is going to be the challenge, one sentence only, what advice would you give to young people, to a young person who might be thinking about doing the award? Kiara, we'll go to you first.
I would say go for it. There are so many new opportunities that you'll get just from doing this experience. So go for it, have fun, make new friends, meet new people, and yeah, just enjoy it.
Perfect, thank you very much. And Lucas, coming to you, your one sentence.
Thank you. For those looking to do the award, I highly recommend making a detailed log of what you've been doing. It's really good for opportunities outside the award, doing your CV and job applications, but then also it helps you pick and choose what types of events you've been to showcase.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you both so much for all of your sharing. Thank you for all your service. Thank you for all that you've done in the award and beyond. And last, but of course by no means least, congratulations. Can we give them a nice round of applause?